Is it too little, too late? My bad. Roll titles. Good evening, 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 and welcome to game night. I'm just going to put the cat back to her room. Penny, come on. Quick. There you go. Let's put her back to the bedroom before the dog cottons on that she's vacated the office. Hello, dog. How's everyone doing? Welcome to game night on Thursday the 9th of June. Apologies to Topper for missing him off at the end. I hope I made up for it with my with large name Topper right there. That was the plan. I'm feeling a little bit sort of all at sea at the moment because having sort of watched the Only Connect game, I then realised I didn't have Face Off ready to go and in the right windows, and I still haven't brought people in from the green room yet, so I'll have to do that in just a minute. And then it came up bonus 69 of its own volition for the first time ever, and I bloody cancelled it to give Topper his bonus thing, but there we go. One of those things. I got a bad toe. I went running today and it was feeling fine, but now it sort of feels like a sort of dull cramp. I'm hoping I just need to rest it because I was going to do my first park run this weekend, although it might have to push to next weekend because it's Dylan's birthday tomorrow, and so we've got a few of his mates from school stopping over. So yeah, let me stop that bonus right there. Anyway, let me get my bearings, and yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed the Only Connect pack. The last round was possibly a little bit weak sauce, and I think I've probably done those exact categories before. I was slightly hamstrung on it for a reason that will become clear. Something I've been working on the last couple of weeks, which is currently in testing. There's a couple of three people are testing it out at the moment. I was hoping to make an announcement tonight, but about 10 minutes before stream, one of the testers came back to me with a tome of information that is probably worth implementing before doing anything else with it. So, stuff going on. So I might do an announcement towards the end of the stream just to let you know what it is. I mean, it's no secret. It's something to do with Only Connect at this point. But that's I might do an announcement of what to expect, but it's probably not going to launch. It might end up being another day or two before that comes out, possibly even early next week, depending what we get up to this weekend. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on. Good evening to Colo, Topper, Shapes, Mark, Anonyman, Samster, ABME, Fired, Lewis, David, Toot, Vision, Oni, Lingo, Innis, Tadaru, Jers, Clive, Joint Chum, Dogfish, Scorecount, It's Otley, Odd, Garrett, Riff, and Natter, and anyone else who is lingering, lurking, and loitering in the chat. Great to have you with us. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, apologies for that bug in Only Connect as well. That has never happened before. Although it is not dissimilar from another bug that I'm experiencing in something else that I might announce a bit later on. Don't know what happened there. I didn't click anything. It's never done that before. But yeah, sorry if you didn't get Paulina Pistols. I'm just glad it didn't crash. That's always a potential problem. Anyway, what have we got in store? We've had Only Connect, and we've got Face Off coming up right now, and then we have got Risky Business, as written by Natter. Was proofed by me. I did make a few edits sort of in collaboration with Natter, so it's not quite a collaboration pack, but I did have a bit of a hand in tweaking some of the questions earlier on. So that's sort of a Natter pack with some subtle influences from me coming up a little bit later on tonight. Rather than me going dragging everyone into the broadcast studio, I'm just going to come down to the green room and grab everyone in here. Let me go live to the guys here, and let me show you how we are looking the current standings as of very nearly the end of day 3 of this 5-day tournament. Getting a little bit of echo. Mark, might be you. If you can mute your microphone, that would be grand. Thank you very much. We've got Derek currently in the lead. Played 3, won 3 so far. Currently sat on 12 points. Mark, who's not playing tonight, Mark as in Shapes Mark, is currently in second on 10. We then got Zeus and Mark with a C, both on 8, though Mark with the C has got a game in hand, is playing this evening, so that could make a bit of a difference there. Colo currently in 5th place with 6 points. Again, game in hand, could possibly jump up to 2nd. Samson and Inca currently tied there in sort of 6th and 7th respectively, with 5 points each. Inca would actually take the lead over the two of them because Inca won in the heads-up match between Inca and Samster. Claire and Benji then both on 4 points. Not sure if they've played in the same heat yet. I'll have to check the fixtures. Jack and David on 3. Aaron, Liam, Ralph and Nonaman on 2, and Topper on 1. So everyone has got points on the board. But this evening we have got the heat between Nonaman, David, Colo and Mark. They're going to be battling out to complete day 3, and I think we should meet them without any further ado. We've got Samstar, our 24. You know we haven't. Bollocks. I didn't update the name plaques. Go to the void. Go to the void. We'll do that again. We'll fix it in post. Let me put you in the right order. Let me try that again. I knew there'd be something I'd forget. Everything else is working. I promise you. Anonymous, David, Colo, and Mark. Right, there we go. Skip opening credits. And... yes, Samster. Yeah, Samster having a little panic attack. Alright, I'll just let it download the data, and then I'll press the button again, and hopefully everyone will appear. There we go. We've got Anonymous, our 28-year-old activist and political campaigner from Hertfordshire. We have David, our scientist from Hampshire. We have Colo, our SEND teacher from Suffolk. And we have got Mark from the USA. FastPie1, good evening, welcome to the stream. And to all 4 of our face-off competitors, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Sorry to strike the fear of God into you all by putting the wrong names up on the plaque, or perhaps more so into Samster, who's having a little panic attack, possibly. Anonymous, first of all, good evening.
Good evening.
Great to have you with us again. Let's take a look how you've done. A single point on day 1, and...
single point on day 2, I think?
Single point on day 2 is absolutely right. So 2 points on the board.
Yep.
How has it been? How's the tournament been for you so far? Have you enjoyed it as a sort of first time?
I've enjoyed it. It's not been the easiest of rides. I have discovered I've discovered that I have many quizzing weaknesses, not least that I completely fall to bits under pressure, which isn't ideal in a timed quiz.
Yeah,
but
that is all about
fun.
pressure.
I've got points, and I am not going to walk away with 0 points, so I'm happy. It would be nice to get some more if I can, but what happens will happen.
What case or We'll see if we can give you some more points this evening. Anonymous, very best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Facing off against Anonymous is David. David, good evening.
Hello, how you doing? I'll be playing the role of Samster this evening.
Right, good to hear. I'm very well, thank you. Other than my toe, which is doing toe things for reasons. But how are you back from the heady heights of the Scottish Highlands now?
I am, yes. I'm back on a reliable internet connection again, thankfully. And I was on my parents' crusty internet connection for the last one, so hopefully I'll stick around for the whole thing this time.
Yes, that'd be nice. How was the wedding?
The wedding was fantastic. The actual weekend went perfectly. It was the week leading up to it where we had broken bones and we had sort of head injuries and things like that. But we got all the chaos out of the way, and then going up to the Highlands, and the weather was perfect, and my kilt fit and everything like that. So it could not have gone any better.
Fantastic. And according to Twitter, you had a drink.
I had a fair few, yes. when my Irish cousins start handing me full pints of beer at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's when you realise maybe it's time to go to bed.
Time to go to sleep, maybe. Now, face off. You've got a 2 points and a 1 point. 2 point on day 2, 1 point on day 1. Happy with the performance so far?
I mean, as the number 1 seed, I feel like I should be getting at least 1 win in there. So that's my target for today, if I can, is to try and get at least 4 points on the board. But we'll see what happens, because the competition is strong, as always.
Absolutely. Well, very best of luck to you tonight, David. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Facing off against Anonyman and David is Colo. Colo, good evening.
Evening, Ben.
How are you keeping?
I'm fine today, thanks.
Good stuff, good stuff. Tournament-wise, a 4 and a 2 winner on day 1, runner-up to Derek Agony, the current leader on day 2. Feel you've given it a good run so far?
Oh yeah, much better than I was expecting. So I was just like everyone else, just getting some points is nice. Having 6 already is fantastic.
Excellent.
So,
well, we'll see what we can do with this heat this evening. As ever, all these heats are pretty tough, but wish you the very best of luck, Colo.
thank you.
And facing off against Anonyman, David and Colo is Mark with a C. Mark, good evening.
Hello.
Good to have you with us again. Looking back through the scores, a 4 point and a 4 point. You've done 2 wins from 2 heats so far. And you are now, I imagine, hoping to match Derek's 3 victories from 3 games. How are you feeling about it? Are you sort of feeling like you're playing your best game, or has it been a bit of a breeze?
I'm playing the best I can.
Good stuff. Well, that's all anyone can ask and all you can hope to do. So very best of luck to you tonight as well, Mark. So that's Anonymous, David, Colo and Mark. It is the final of the day 3 heat. After this, we go back to the fixtures board and we try and fix up the next day. For now, let's go to the face-off arena. So just a quick recap for those who want a refresher of the rules. 4 players, each with 60 seconds on their clocks. They're faced with a question. If they get it right, their clock stops and it moves on to the next player. If they get it wrong, their clock stays on and they keep getting questions until they either run out of time or they get one right. Just a quick note that because of scheduling fixtures, this is technically what was originally day 5. It doesn't make any difference in terms of who's playing who, but it does mean that there may be players who are on the same colour as they've already been, or will subsequently go on the same colour, because day 5, the podium starts are decided at random. For the other 4 heats, everyone gets a chance to go on every colour at least once. So it does mean, Anonymous, you are on the blue podium. You drew the short straw, so you are going to be answering questions first. The very best of luck to all 4 of you. I have muted notifications and I think everything else is ready to go. Good stuff. Anonymous, your time starts. Now, Anonymous, Lucy Cavendish and Newhall are women...
University of Cambridge.
Correct. David, which dramatist wrote The Taming of the Shrew?
Shakespeare.
Correct. Colo, Jeremy Irons starred in the 1990 film Reversal of what?
Fortune?
Correct. Mark, which English monarch succeeded his father Henry VIII to the throne in 1547?
Henry VII.
No, Edward VI. In musical notation, if a dot is written after a note, what happens to its length?
Increased by half.
Just pausing it because I need to work it out. That's not what's written down, but that is the right answer. As a professional musician, that's something I should have just said straight away. Yes, that's the right answer, but that is the right answer. Clock moving over to Anonyman and Anonyman. Your time will continue in 3, 2, 1. Who wrote the novel The Amber Spyglass?
Philip Paul.
Correct. David, who played Colin in the sitcom Colin Sandwich?
Pass.
Mel Smith. Published in 1888, which Irish dramatist wrote The Happy Prince?
Oscar Wilde.
Correct. Colo, the Karakoram mountain system, which includes the second highest peak in the world, is in
Asia.
Correct. Mark, the actor who starred as Terry in the BBC comedy drama Manchild is Nigel who?
Pass.
Havers. How many corners are there on a heptagon?
7.
Correct. Anonymous, which English scientist is famed with his laws of electrolysis?
Pass.
It's Michael Faraday. If you're born on the 2nd of December, what star sign would you be?
Pass.
Sagittarius. From which side of the court does a badminton player serve the first point of a game?
Left.
No, it's right. What G means to agitate a quantity of antiseptic in the throat? Correct. David, who had a hit single in 1995 with Country House?
Blur.
Correct. Colo, which boy band released a greatest hits album and announced their split in 2001?
Hagar?
No, it's 5. In the UK, the address of the sovereign at the state opening of Parliament is known as the Queen's what?
Speech.
Correct. Mark, according to the nursery rhyme, Jack Sprat could eat no what? Correct. Anonymous, what M was the name of a flightless bird from New Zealand that is now extinct?
Moa.
Correct. David, first published in 1864. What sport is featured in the book Wisdom
Rugby
Almanac? No, it's cricket. What S is the general term for operations that treat injuries and disorders?
Surgery.
Correct. Kodo, how many players are there on a hurling team?
13.
15. In architectural terms, what casement and dormer are varieties of what?
Window.
Correct. Mark, the craters Copernicus and Tycho are on the surface of which body in the solar system?
The moon.
Correct. Anonymous, which Blackpool roller coaster was the tallest in the world when it opened in
Pass.
19... It's the big one. Marie Louise of Austria was the second wife of which emperor?
Charlemagne.
No, Napoleon Bonaparte. Born in 1908, which Broadway actress is most associated with the song There's No Business Like Show Business?
Pass.
Ethel Merman. The Battle of Fredericksburg was a major battle in which war?
Pass.
American Civil War. The Liverpool player sent off in an FA Cup match in 2002 for coin throwing
Derby.
incident.
Oh.
Carragher, Jamie Carragher.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh, tricky run there, tricky run. Panda, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it all started out fairly even playing there, but unfortunately, Anonymous getting into one of those spirals, and time has run out there. No points.
Sometimes you get in the spiral.
Sometimes you do. Very common in this game, but it is no points this evening. But still 2 heats to go. Still could make all the difference. But for now, I'm afraid it is goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, David, Colo, and Mark survived to round 2, all in that order as well. David with the most time, Colo with the next most, Mark with the least, which means Mark will be moving over to the left, Colo in the middle, David to the right. Let's go to round number 2. Mark, solid start there. Just under 30 seconds left on your clock, which is a good position to be in. Obviously, strong competition all round because it's only about 5 seconds between first and last there. But took a minute to get going there. But all happy?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Colo in the middle. Pretty good performance there. Around about 30 seconds left on your clock. No dramas particularly?
No, I knew the hurling team was quite a few, but yeah, I don't regret not getting that.
You only ever see 5.
Yeah.
There's the one who chucks it out and then the one who's...
No,
that's curling, isn't it?
Yes.
Look at that mix up. Which one's hurling then? Hurling is...
It's a vicious Irish, Celtic, Scottish, Gaelic type thing,
Ah,
I think,
okay.
isn't it?
I thought that was the cabotos. Or maybe there's more than one sport that is Gaelic, possibly. Not knowing your boy bands on this occasion, your 2001 boy bands.
Oh, yeah. 5. It's always 5.
It's always 5.
Yeah. They were useless, but they appear in so many quiz questions.
Absolutely. Well, you're through to round 2. You're in the middle, so very well played. And David, solid start. Off on the got the advantage of going third.
I didn't know 5 had more than one hit.
I could name 3 of them right now for you. I won't, but
I have to take a drink for the obligatory cricket question that I got, and the name an Irish dramatist gamble paid off, so that was good.
Absolutely. So, all through to round 2, 90 seconds each on your clocks. Mark, you're going to be answering first as the player with the least amount of time left on your clock in the last round. Very best of luck to all 3 of you. Now, Mark, your time starts. Now, Mark, which former poet laureate wrote the poem Warming Her Pearls?
Ed Hughes.
Carol Ann Duffy. Until 1991, Slovenia and Croatia were parts
Yugoslavia.
of which... Correct. Colo, which Christmas decoration is made up of many thin strips of metallic foil attached to a... Correct. David, someone who refuses to tolerate stupidity is said to not suffer
Gladly.
fools. Correct. Mark, which film does Forward Film Review summarise as love-struck teen wax
Karate
off?
Kid.
Correct. Colo, what H is the theory that pleasure is the greatest good?
Hedonism.
Correct. David, British traffic lights are usually described as being red,
Amber.
green. Correct. Mark, the compound commonly known as washing soda has what chemical name?
Pass.
Sodium carbonate. Which Dutch player was voted European Footballer of the Year
Pass.
3 times? Johan Cruyff. Onto which body of water does the River Seine empty?
Mediterranean.
No, it's the English Channel. When purchasing an item by mail order, the abbreviation P&P stands for what?
Postage and processing.
Postage and packing. Which rock group released 2 albums in the 1970s that shared their names with Marx Brothers films?
Queen.
Correct. Colo, what is the capital of the Northern Territory of Australia?
Darwin?
Yes. David, the ferry port of Fishguard is in which country of the UK?
Northern Ireland?
No, it's Wales. Dated from the Middle Ages, the York Mystery Plays are dramas based on which religious volume?
Bible?
Yes. Mark, in which World War was the Sopwith Camel used as a fighter
World War One.
aircraft? World War One is right. Colo, Nashville is the capital of which US state?
Tennessee?
Yes. David, the first X-Men comic book was published in which decade?
60?
Yes. Mark, which 2017 video game focuses on the hunter Aloy? Horizon Zero Dawn. Petruchio, Catherine, and Bianca are characters
Name of the
from
Shrew.
which... Correct. Colo, which English city has postcodes which begin with the letters P-O?
Portsmouth?
Yes. David, who hosted the US talk show Politically Incorrect beginning in 1993?
Bill Maher?
Yes. Mark, Hugh Thant was Secretary General of
UN.
which... Correct. Colo, once upon a midnight dreary while I pondered weak and weary is the opening line of which poem? It's The Raven. What two-word alliterative term is given to the metal frame attached to the top of a car for carrying luggage?
Roof rack?
Roof rack is right. David, which 1997 Quentin Tarantino film stars Samuel L. Jackson as Ordell Robbie?
Jackie Brown?
Yes. Mark, the words samovar and cosmonaut are taken from which
Russian.
language? Yes. Colo, in which city of Northern Ireland are Falls Road and Shankill Road?
Belfast?
Correct. David, in 2006, which former First Lady of the Philippines launched her own fashion
Pass.
label? Imelda Marcos. In golf, for what do the initials OB stand?
Out of bound?
Yes. Mark, what word beginning with A is Taylor Swift's middle name?
And
Allison. In the 2001 film Mean Machine, which former footballer starred as
Pass.
Danny Mean is Vinnie Jones. In a standard UK game of Monopoly, how much does it cost to get out of jail?
£50.
Correct. Coda, what type of military vehicle are the Scorpion and the Chieftain?
Tank?
Yes, they are. David, the 1993 film featuring a boy and a captive killer whale was called Free
Willy.
Willy. Yes. Mark, in a popular saying, what is a horse designed by committee?
A giraffe.
That's a camel. The city of Istanbul is situated in Europe and which other continent?
Asia.
Yes. Colo, which British Prime Minister resigned in 1957 following the Suez Crisis?
Eden?
Yes, it was Eden. David, in ancient history, Tiberius was the second emperor of which empire?
Roman?
Yes. Mark, written by Carol Arbesold and her daughter Chanda Bell, a
Pass.
popular Christmas Shelf. Nicole David competed professionally in which
Pass.
sport? Squash. According to the title of the 1953 musical comedy film Gentlemen Prefer
Wands.
Whom? Correct. Colo, meat and eggs from poultry living at liberty in natural conditions are
Range.
Correct. David, in the House of Commons, whose attention does an MP have to attract to be given permission to
Speaker.
talk? Yes. Mark, what is the value of 4 factorial?
24.
It is 24, but sadly you are just out of time there. And that is your first non-first place, if that makes sense. So it was, I say, it potentially had to come to an end eventually, but you had a sterling run, and still getting a point out of that today, which is definitely gonna help you there. But just outgunned by Colo and David on this occasion. A few tricky questions there for you, but we will of course see you, Mark, in the next heat, possibly next week, possibly the week after. Yes, see you in day 4, and thank you for playing tonight.
You're welcome. See ya.
So, Colo and David remain, and you could not say tighter than this. 0.99 seconds. MK, welcome to the stream. And yes, it is fairly intense. We are up to day 3 of this 5-day tournament. There's 4 heats in each day. This is the last heat of day 3, and the day 4 heats will begin next week. But thank you for joining us. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. And stick around for even more trivia action. Colo and David with less than a second between them, but it is David who sneaks the advantage, so you'll stay in exactly the same positions. Let's go to round number 3. 0.99 seconds, Colo.
Yeah, but David has been sort of like a step ahead of me all the way through, I think. So, this could be his opportunity for that 4-pointer, I guess.
Well, you're certainly no stranger, Colo, to coming down to the wire, shall we say.
Yeah.
You remember your match against Claire was fairly close.
These games are these one-on-one games are so fast and frantic, and it's good fun though. It's good fun.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully it's good fun and lots of points. You're both guaranteed 2 at this stage, but the winner, of course, will take 4. David, once again, going in pole position there, just less than a second ahead of Colo. Happy with that performance?
Yeah, I can't think of any where I was sort of kicking myself. I either knew the answer or I didn't. I think the questions were kind of fortunate in some places, like Free Willy and things like that. But you know, I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, I'm just hoping for a good match, and may the best person win.
Absolutely. Well, 120 seconds each on your clock. Shape saying, Colo's always so chill. There you go, Colo. You're always so chill. So permission to have a meltdown now, just to prove Shape's wrong in the chat.
I'll try not.
Try not to. Fantastic. Very best of luck to you both in this final for 4 points and all the marbles. Colo, you're going to be answering questions first, and your time starts. Now, Colo, released in 1997, Urban Hymns were the biggest selling album. It was The Verve. According to the poem by the Scottish poet Robert Burns, my love is like a red, red what?
Rose.
Correct. David, in the stock exchange, the name of which animal describes a market in which share prices are rising?
Whale.
No, it's bull. In 2006, of which international football team did Theo Walcott become the youngest ever? Yes. Colo, something done very quickly is said to be done before you can say Jack who?
Us.
Robinson. In the 1961 film El Cid, which actor played the title role?
Us.
Charlton Heston. Which vegetable has varieties called Roma, San Marzano and Alicante?
Lettuce.
No, it's a tomato, but I'm inclined to throw that question out because a tomato is technically botanically a fruit. So if we can get a readout of what Colo's time was before that question, I'll give you a fresh one. I'm calling host privileges here, just because I feel if I'd said fruit, you may have gone tomato, but you may have dismissed tomato immediately because it's not vegetable. So I will throw that question out and reset your timer to where it was. So I get a reading on that from an adjudicator. That will probably be coming in any second.
Well spotted. I hadn't thought of that.
I just think it's in the interest of fairness. That would have been a very valid quibble from Colo come the end of the game.
If I had won by 0.99 again, and yeah, I think that would have been a valid complaint.
I'm getting one of the adjudicators arguing the toss with me over semantics on this. I'm going to stick by my ruling on this. I made the ruling without going for consultation, so I'm just going to go for a reset on that question. The two of the adjudicators are disagreeing with me. Well, I'm still sticking by my guns on this one.
It's the adjudicators having the meltdown.
The adjudicators having the meltdown here. Just give me a time, chaps. Please and thank you. It's the fairest thing we do. Throw the question out, go back to where it was. Okay, well, all three are in disagreement with me, but I have got the power to overrule here.
Can I, as Colo's opponent, say that I am fine with the time going back up?
You can say that.
Do I have any authority whatsoever?
It wouldn't make any difference to the decision either way.
Yeah.
I'm learning to stick to my guns. If I'd gone for a ruling, then maybe, but I thought as soon as I finished reading, did you threaten to overrule them? As soon as I read the question out, I thought, no, that's I would argue that's an unfair question on the grounds that it's legally, botanically, whatever. No one's going to give me the time. I'm going to have to look it up myself. Someone will give it to me in a minute. All right, I'll look it up myself. Oh no, one of them's coming in now.
I love this. Ben's turned into a tyrant. It's brilliant.
100.68. There we go, Colo. Put your time back up to where it was. So, I appreciate that, Panda. Just having a little bit of banter. As far as I'm concerned, that question is gone. No penalty either way. Just a brief pause in the game. Colo, the clock is still going to be on you, and your time is going to continue in 3, 2, 1. In which mountain range is Mount Elbert?
Oh, pass.
It's the Rockies. What is 425 divided by 25?
17.
Yes. David, in the 2003 film Cold Mountain, which British actor played the character of Inman?
Pass.
It's Jude Law. What S is a state that has no official ties to any religious movement?
Sect?
No. It's secular. As opposed to sacred, so I'm not going to accept sect, and the clock will continue with you.
Adjective rather than a noun, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. What F is a word for the main film in a programme?
Feature?
Yes. Colo, what unit of length relative to an object is defined to be the parallax of 1 arcsecond?
Pass.
It's a parsec. The name of which food item beginning with E can follow the words good or bad to describe a person?
Egg.
Yes. David, what type of venomous creatures are the brown recluse and the redback? No, they're spiders. Which sport did Gareth Edwards play 53 times for Wales?
Rugby union.
Correct. Colo, who became Shadow Home Secretary in November 2021?
Pass.
Yvette Cooper. What is the nationality of the businessman Jack Ma?
Chinese.
Yes. David, what A refers to the principle of selfless behaviour?
Altruism.
Yes. Colo, what is the traditional gift for a 15th wedding anniversary?
Pass.
It's crystal. How many vowels are there in the name of the capital of England?
2.
Yes. David, in which 1960s TV drama series did David Jansen play as Dr.
Fugitive.
Yes. Colo, on a boat, what K is the lowest timber running to the length of the
Eel.
vessel? Yes. David, what is the name of the American national park that lends its name to a Looney Tunes character, Sam?
Yosemite.
Yes. Colo, Robert Peel was Prime Minister and leader of which political party?
Conservatives.
Correct. David, the characters B. Smith and Frankie Doyle were prison inmates in which Australian soap opera?
Cell block H.
Correct. Colo, John Wagner and Carlos Esquerra created the right-wing lawman of the future called Judge Who?
Red.
Correct. David, CZ is the international car registration.
Republic.
Correct. Colo, what is the name of the acrobatic style of solo dancing often associated with hip-hop music?
Breakdancing.
Correct. David, which admiral was overthrown during the mutiny on the Bounty?
Pass.
William Bligh. What name is given to the filaments largely composed of keratin that grow from follicles in the skin?
Hair.
Yes. Colo, minted in 2002, what was the face value of the Golden Jubilee crown?
£2.
I'm going to get you to repeat because I missed the important part. What did you say?
Oh, sorry, £2.
No, it was £5. So the clock is going to continue in 3, 2, 1. Which prize is traditionally awarded for the fastest crossing of the Atlantic by sea?
Blue riband.
Correct. David, what name is given to the scientific study of weather?
Meteorology.
Correct. Colo, which professional Manchester football club traditionally plays in red shirts and white shorts?
Man United.
Correct. David, what type of brightly coloured marker pen is named for its ability to draw attention to
Highlighter.
important... Correct. Colo, Famous Blue Raincoat and So Long Marianne are songs by which Canadian?
Pass.
Leonard Cohen. What word can mean a small medicated candy or a diamond-shaped mark indicating possibility?
Lozenge.
Correct. David, Marianne Voss competes professionally in which sport?
Pass.
Cycling. Who was the US Vice President under John Adams between 1797 and 1801?
Jefferson.
Yes. Colo, in 17th and 18th century Paris, what function did the Bastille
President.
serve? Yes, it was. David, the Latin phrase per diem translates into English as
By
by
the
the...
day.
Correct. Colo, the United States has how many official languages?
1.
No, none. Who was Marilyn Monroe's second husband?
I don't know.
Joe DiMaggio. In which English county the old market towns of Halstead and Witham, and they're in Essex? Jack Wilfred, welcome to the stream, and there we have it. Colo,
Great game,
you're
Golo.
out of time. And
Yeah, sorry I didn't give you a very good game there, David.
au contraire.
I just seemed to get questions that were awful in that. But I suppose it's better to get them in this round than in the first round. So
Yeah, you still take away your 2 points right there. And there were a couple of trickier ones up there for you there, Colo. So, but no drama, no drama. Thank you for your patience in those minor emergency stops that we had to have there. But Colo, it is another 2 points, so hopefully that will be very well received for you. But it is goodbye for now, and we'll see you in day 4.
thank you, and well played, David.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Golo. You too.
Which means our champion and, I believe, first-time heat winner is David. I haven't just misquoted myself there. This is your first-time winner, is it? Yeah, so you've done a second and a third.
It is, yeah.
And
no,
now
this
a
is my
first.
first 4-pointer. So I don't care if I get 0 points in the next 2. I've won at least one match, and I'm happy with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, pretty... I mean, it was... I'm not going to lie, it was pretty neck and neck, apart from the eliminated player in each round. So, I mean, in that first round, Anonyman taking a bit of a dive towards the end, everyone else within 5 seconds. The second round, Mark out, and you and Colo within a second. And then that one, again, a bit of a storming victory there. So,
I mean, it was. I mean, I do think the questions for Colo were a little rough, but I am, if I may blow my own trumpet for a couple of seconds, like there were a couple of gets in that I was so happy with, like Cell Block H and The Fugitive and things like that. I was just like, where did that come from? So I'm really, really happy with that. And after the drama of the last match I played, it's good to sort of get things back on board.
Absolutely. Well, I suppose you want to see how that changes the leaderboard at this stage.
Yeah.
I
was king of the boneyard before this, so I'm happy to. I want to see where I am now.
You won't be anymore. At the end of day 3, those are the standings. Derek is the only player who has not lost yet. He's the only player to have won all 3 of his heats and has the lead with 12 points. Mark with a K in second with 10. Mark with a C in third with 9. Zeus and Colo tied up in 4th, 5th with 8. Colo and Zeus, have you played each other yet? That's a very good question. Let me have a quick scan through the past fixtures. I don't no, you're playing each other on day 5. So that is, as of right now, an official tie, but it would favour Zeus as the player with the most wins. Obviously, that will be broken when one of them will win, one of them will defeat the other, as and when they play each other. But at the moment, that is correct. Zeus in 4th and Colo in 5th. David, you're then in 6th place with 7 points, just a point behind there. Samster and Innes both dropping now down to 7th and 8th, though that one is incorrect. Even though Samster's got more wins in the head-to-head, Innes did finish ahead of Samster, so Innes is technically ahead of Samster at the moment, both on 5. And then Claire and Benzie both on 4 points. Just going to double check, because I didn't actually check this one earlier. Have Claire and Benzie also waiting till day 5, so that is currently a dead heat at the moment. That will be broken on player C, but we have got those 2 more heats to go. Jack with 3, Aaron, Liam, Anonyman and Ralph all with 2, Topper with 1. And with 2 heats left to play, or 2 days left to go and 8 heats left to go, there is still much at stake. Only Derek has won every single heat he's played. Can he maintain that streak moving forward? We will have to find out. For now though, David, you are up into that orange bracket in a playoff position with 2 more heats to go. And we'll see you, I hope, on the next heat.
All right, thanks very much, Ben. Always
Take
a pleasure.
Care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, another day comes to an end. I will be chatting with our competitors over the next couple of days to try and fix up heats for day number 4, and we look forward to those. On paper it starts on Saturday, but we've got 6 heats between now and when we need to do it, and we've got 4 heats that we need to fit in, so plenty of time, and I'm sure we'll make them. As ever, do come and join the Discord if you want full information on the fixtures and heats and all the other information that goes on around and about game night. For now though, that is the end of Face Off, but it's time for everybody to have a go with some interactive Twitch trivia in the shape of Risky Business, as written by Natter, edited slightly by myself, and I do hope that you have a good time with it. Stick around, because right after this break, Risky Business coming up. And don't touch that dial, because right after this very short break, we will be back with Risky Business. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you stick around. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second part of Game Night this Thursday evening, where it's Risky Business in G Major. Quite right to Daru. If you want to play Risky Business, this is one for everyone to play, and there's no knockout, so you can play all the way through. Type in the code. Ooh woo! Oh my god, the code was ooh woo! Ooh woo woo! Raising the bar, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. If that's not a sign to come and join the game, I don't know what is. Derek, welcome on in. Ooh woo! Ha! Pog! That needs clipping. Someone clip that for me, please. That'd be great. Dragon7398, brand new Halo, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. What's this? This is Risky Business, score count. Yes, our raid message is uwu. And Bad Space King, welcome on in. Great to have you with us. Oh, lots of new names. Lots of new names coming in here. Great to have you. Great to have you. 18 of you in so far. I'll give you one round of this loop. This pack has been written by Natter and edited by me. So it started out being proofed by me, and then it became sort of slightly edited. Just a couple of little tweaks just to iron out a couple of the. There was a couple of slightly trickier questions in here, so we've ironed it out and made it much more. What's my favourite word? Accessible. Yes, we have, and I think you'll get a great kick out of it. He said the word. He said the word. Yay! So a Simpsons meme there. Oh. Patches, I'll keep my arms down. BC, welcome to the stream. UW. Interesting thing, it's faster to say World Wide Web than it is to say www. That's fun, I think. Hate typing this. Ooh, shall we have some trumpet solo over the top? If we're in G major, I can't really play in G major. Not jazz. I can play in G majors. It's not jazz. I can't improvise in G major. Sorry, it's Otley. On a school night as well. The Hetty Wainthorpe theme doesn't work over the Risky Business theme, I don't think. Oh, that was wrong. Right, you've got about 30 seconds to come join, then we'll lock it up. Thank you, DVD Smith. Take care, my dude. See you next time. Right, there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 22 players here, which is quite nice for a Thursday night. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lock that lobby. Hypertext transfer protocol, secure, World Wide Web, Persephone's chair, full stop, commercial. Quite right to Darian, and with thy spirit. So this is Risky Business. We've got our 22 players all on a colourful little bubble over there on the left-hand side. They'll go different colours throughout, which will give you some information. Nice simple game, 3 rounds to it, lots of fun to be had along the way. And let's take a look at the rules for round number 1. Round 1 is called Favourable Odds. You will be presented with a question and 5 options. More than one of the options may be a correct answer. You need only submit 1 letter for each question within 15 seconds. Number of correct answers reduces with each question, whilst the amount of points you score increases. So the first one, there's 4 correct answers, 2 points if you can find one. The next one, there's 3 points if you can find them, and so on. Answering a question incorrectly at any time will reduce your score to 0. For the first 3 questions, though, abstaining will not affect your score. So if you don't know, don't feel compelled to guess if you don't want to risk the points you've got, because you do reset your score to 0 for each set of 4 if you give me a wrong answer. To play question 4, you must choose to risk your points when prompted. If you don't want to play, you do nothing, your score will be banked. You're only given the options but not the question going into question 4. So you have to make a sort of half-informed decision. Do I want to play or do I want to keep my points safe? If you abstain, your points are put in the bank and they are kept safe and then they can't be touched again. But if you decide to play on question number 4 of each set, then you can't abstain. Can't abstain on that one. Abstention will be treated as wrong. Question 4's 5 options and only 1 correct answer. If you put the right one, your score is doubled. Otherwise, you lose everything. With 3 sets of 4 in round 1, there's a maximum of 60 points available. So those are the rules. All you need to do is whisper a single letter to Persephone's Twitch bot, A, B, C, D, or E, within 15 seconds. Just one letter in this opening round. Good luck. Have fun. Here's question number 1. Options are North Macedonia, France, Latvia, Poland, Cyprus. Name a country that existed in 1980. Two points if you can find one of the 4 correct answers up here. Halo, you want to have a go? Nothing at stake here. Nope, brand new Halo going to sit that one out. North Macedonia was the wrong answer. There didn't come into existence till the split of Yugoslavia in 1991. Majority of players go with France there, 86.4%, and just a couple of people going with Poland there on D. But yes, they were all valid countries in 1980. North Macedonia was. France has never existed, true story. Well done, that's 2 points. Remember, if you get the next one wrong, you do lose that 2 if you've got it. Let's take a look. 3 correct answers up here, 3 points if you can find one. Options are Staying Alive, Tragedy, Chain Reaction, Lagrange, Wildflower. Name a song by the group Bee Gees. Space King, brand new Halo, going to abstain? They are going to abstain, and Anonymous getting it wrong. Chain Reaction was not by Bee Gees, but Staying Alive, Tragedy, and Wildflower all were. Well done if you got that one. Yeah, so Natwa, I wasn't going to go into details on the things that I changed from the pack, so maybe it's just sort of not good. I don't necessarily think that's a good thing to be sort of chatting through while the other questions are in there. The reason that the junior Eurovision question was taken out, just for full disclosure, is because there were 3 Eurovision questions across the whole course of the pack. I have left one of them in there, so do expect something on Eurovision a bit later on. But I just thought Eurovision's a bit overdone and not everybody watches it, and 3 questions in one pack is a bit much. Most people getting some points there, all up to 5, apart from Bad Space King, who's on 2. Brand new Halo and Anonymous yet to score, having wiped out or not answered. Yeah, just let it be and enjoy the pack, Natter. There we go. On to the next one. 2 correct answers up here. 5 points if you can find one of them. And your options are Edward, Victoria, Stephen, Mary, Elizabeth. Name a potato cultivar. May see a couple more people abstaining here. Everyone who's attempted has been right so far. No red lights, which is nice to see. No one going for Stephen, Mary, or Elizabeth there. Edward and Victoria are both potato cultivars. AB Me, Dragon, Lingo, Tadaru sitting that one out, as is Bad Space King. So everyone has got points. This is the first time this has happened coming into a risk question. I think quite a lot of you on 10, has to be said, which is nice to see. Question number 4 is the risk question. There's only 1 correct answer, double points if you can find it, but you've got to choose to risk, and if you choose to risk, abstention will be treated as wrong. If you don't want to risk, leave it blank at this point, and your points will be put in the bank, but if you do want to risk it, type R or risk into the chat, but you only see the options, and they are. Something wicked this way comes. Is this a dagger which I see before me? Fair is foul and foul is fair. A walking shadow? Double, toil and trouble. Bank or risk? Remember, if you risk, you cannot abstain. You are bound to give an answer if you choose to risk. Jack with a nah. We've got a few people having a go. 7 people. Innis, John Chum 2 and Shapes all on the maximum risk of 10. Tadaran and Anonymous both on 5 and Bad Space King on 2. For the first time ever, I'm going to bank it. Sotley is banking, taking his 10 points and running. Don't blame me. Well, could this be a curveball? Something about the capitalisation might be a little bit of a hint here, possibly. Let's see what you make of this. Remember, you've got to give me an answer if you're risking here. Otherwise, you lose all your risk. Double points if you're right. Here's your question. Name a live stage show by Darren Brown. Oh, says Derek. Oh, Bat Space King, you've got a wrong answer and you've wiped out. There's only one up there. There's the rug pull. And everyone but Bat Space King getting the correct answer there. Yes, Something Wicked This Way Comes, his second live stage show. Probably still his best. All the others, as is Something Wicked This Way Comes, are all quotes from Macbeth. Over a Bradbury novels and guessed it anyway. Only had 2, no real loss. Well, it's got to be worth that risk, absolutely. But no, the others are all quotes from Macbeth, as is Something Wicked This Way Comes, but it's also the title of Darren Brown's second stage show. Very well done. Let's put those points into the bank. And there we have 4 people on the maximum of 20. Innis, Jogging Chum, Toot and Shapes. Quite a few players on 10, and then a handful on 5, and just Bad Space King yet to score. We're going to go on again. We'll do it all over again. Another set of 4 questions. This first one, 5 options, 4 correct answers, 2 points if you can find one, and your options are Philippines, Bolivia, Eswatini, Sri Lanka, South Africa. Name a country that has more than one capital city. Vision going the wrong way. Tadari's going to give it a guess. And get the right answer. Very well played. Most people going green there. South Africa, the most popular answer, has got 3. One of which is judicial, one of which is something else, and the other is something else. Johannesburg and 2 others. Is Cape Town one, or is Cape Town not one? I forget. Eswatini, Bolivia and Sri Lanka all have more than one capital. The Philippines just has 1. It is Manila. Well done if you got some points there. There's 1 city that isn't a capital. Judicial, executive and legislative. They're the words I was after. Thank you very much, Derek. On we go to the next one. 3 correct answers are up here. And 3 points if you can find one. Here are your options. Erymanthian boar. Stymphalian birds. Cretan bull. Nemean lion. Lernaean hydra. Name a creature that was slain by Heracles during one of his 12 labours. No, everyone getting an answer in, but we've got 5 players going in the wrong direction this time. Torn between the Erymanthian boar and the Cretan bull. Yes, the boar and the bull were captured, not killed. Some of the birds from the Stymphalian birds, nobody going for it, but some of them were killed, the others were scared away by a bird shaker. And the Lernaean hydra obviously was killed. That's the one with the multiplying heads, and the Nemean lion, I think, was the first one. You were worried C was the trap there. Yes, C was indeed the trap, along with the Erymanthian boar. Welcome, Not a Cat, to the stream. And bad luck if you've wiped out on that one. A lot of players on 5 points. Vision's got 3. John Chum Shapes, Colo Topper, and Brand New Halo on none. But another question to try and get yourself 5 points. 5 options, 2 correct answers, 5 points if you can find one, and your options are Luxembourg, France, Netherlands, Germany, Belgium. Name a country that has enclaves in the cities Bal-Nassau and Bal-Hertog. Pretoria, Cape Town and Bloemfontein. Thank you very much, Natter. Remember, you don't have to play. Abstentions will be... you won't be penalised for abstentions, you will for wrong answers. Quite a few players sitting this one out, but no one getting it wrong. No one going for Germany, France or Luxembourg. Well avoided. Yeah, Netherlands and Belgium. This is something I didn't know, actually. But it's a really interesting border where you've got a number of enclaves on the border of the Netherlands and Belgium. The cities Bal-Nassau and Bal-Hertog are in the... Enclave is a bit of a country that is entirely surrounded by another country. So the Vatican, for example, would be another enclave, but it's normally little bits of land. Jay Foreman does a really good video on enclaves. We said a country in a bit of a country in a bit of another country, and is it India and Bangladesh or Pakistan and Bangladesh? I think there's a bit of India, which is in Bangladesh, which is in India, which is in Bangladesh, which is insane. You've got sort of multi-level enclaves as well. India and Bangladesh, yeah, quite right. kind of messy border that sort of happens by accident. But well done to everyone who did get some points there. Let's check them out. We've got 8 players on the maximum risk of 10. Vision's got 8. And then everyone else is on 5. So, big decision coming up. Do you want to bank or risk? Remember, you only get the options. There will only be one correct answer. And if you choose to risk, you must play. Abstention will be treated as wrong. If you choose not to, just ignore this and your points will go in the bank. Good luck. Options are tofu, seitan, natto, oncom, tempeh. Bank or risk? Candy in chocolate in foil in a ball in a box. Nice. 4 giving it a go. 5 going to give it a go. Just anonymous with the maximum risk. 6. Okay, 6 people want to have a look at this question and are going to stake 10. Well, anonymous is going to stake 10. Everyone else staking 5 on this one. Absolutely not, says Derek. Everyone else points has gone in the bank. Innocent 2 with 30. Let's see what happens. Good luck. Here is the question. Name a food that is not produced with soybeans. So 4 of these are produced with soybeans. 1 of them is not, and that's the one we want. Lingo's right. Anonymous is wrong. Fired's wrong. Jogging Jump's wrong. Halo's wrong. Riff is wrong. Just Lingo getting there. Seitan is not produced with soybeans. It is produced with... I did look it up earlier on. Was it glucose? Not glue. Began with a G. Gluten, not glucose. Yes, gluten. Not soybeans. The other are all soybean based, and a bit of a cheeky foodie question there for you. But well done to Lingo, doubling up your risk, taking up to 10. We'll put those in the bank. Unfortunately, everyone else wiping out. Let's reorder the board. We've got Innocent Toot at the top with 30. Shapes has got 25. Derek, Jack, Jongchum and Oni all on 20. Right down to brand new Halo on 5. So everyone with points on the board, which is nice to see. And we're going to do it all over again one more time. 5 options, 4 correct answers, 2 points if you can find one. And those options are Brian Dowling, Ray Shah, Pete Bennett, Josie Gibson, Brian Balow. Name a winner of UK Big Brother. 4 of these are correct answers, 1 of them is not. And it's a sea of green. First full sea of green we've seen for a while with no abstentions, no wrong answers. Ray Shah was the wrong answer. Ray finished 2nd in Series 4. Brian Dowling, Pete Bennett, Josie Gibson and Brian Balow are all the correct answers. Very well done, everyone. On we go. Number 3. I like this question a lot. Number 2, sorry. 5 options, 3 points though if you can find them, and 3 correct answers available. I do like this question. Take a look. Options are Mayhem, Passive, Armageddon, Tricky, Taxing. Name a difficulty setting in the original Lemmings game. Oh, it might be pronounced Bello Natter. My pronunciation is not great at the best of times. Jack, Jongchum and BC going the wrong way on that one. Mayhem, Tricky and Taxing. Pretty even split between the 3. The other one was... Is it Friendly? I looked it up earlier on. You were expecting worms as well. Unfortunately not. No, it's not normal. Is it fun? I think it might be fun. It's something. It's not easy. But Passive and Armageddon, unfortunately, both incorrect answers there. Very bad luck if you've wiped out. Everyone with 5 points of risk other than Jack, Jongchum and BC who have 0. So it's going to be 0, 5 or 10 for everybody going into this final question. Remember, you don't have to play. Abstentions won't be penalised on this question. Have a look. 2 correct answers out of 5 available here. 5 points if you can find one. And your options are San Francisco 49ers, Pittsburgh Steelers, Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots, Dallas Cowboys. Name an NFL team that have the most wins at the Super Bowl. There's a few people going in with 0, a few going in with 10. A lot of abstentions amongst the 5s here. Wow. Only 5 getting the right answer there. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots both have 6, or the others have 5 or fewer. Very bad luck if you're wiping out there. Jack, Joy Chum, Oni, Odd Garrett, Dragon Riff, True Anonymous, and Brand New Halo. You won't be able to risk on this final question. But everyone else, you have got some risk available, either 5 or 10 points. 4 players with 10 points here. Derek, Lingo, Tadaru, and Fired. So, decision to make. Only one correct answer will be up here, and you have to make a decision. Is it going to be bank or risk? When you see the options, you don't see the question. Double points if you're right and you find the wrong answer, but if you choose to risk and abstain or you get it wrong, you wipe out all your score. Good luck. Options are Darjeeling, Budapest, Asteroid, Underwater, Fox, Bank or risk. Quite a few, little flurry of pings coming in there. Derek, Shapes, Vision, It's Sotley, Topper, Bad Space King, all giving this one a go. AB Me joining now, that's 7. Everyone else putting their points into the bank. Innocent 2 still at the top with 35, not choosing to risk for a second time. Derek is risking with 10. If he can find the right answer here, he will go into the lead with 40. Everyone else who's at risk here has got 5 points of risk, hoping to get 10 points in total. Good luck, only one right answer here. And remember, abstentions are treated as wrong. Derek, looking into the future. Here's your question. Name a word that does not feature in the title of a Wes Anderson movie. Do you know, though, Derek? Yes, you do. Well played. Shapes and Bad Space King wiping out there. You've got to give me an answer. Abstention's going to be treated as wrong. Oh, in the nick of time, Vision getting the answer there. Yes, Underwater was the wrong answer. You've got the Darjeeling... Is it the Darjeeling Company Limited, I think? The Grand Budapest Hotel, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Asteroid City, I think is his most recent one. You have got The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, but not Underwater. Darjeeling Limited, thank you. It's aquatic, not underwater. That was a little curveball in there, but that was the answer we wanted. He does not have one with underwater in the title. Realised that after answering. Could have given a bit more thought. Unfortunately, it's a wipeout shape. So let's put those points in the bank and check out the scores at the end of round 1. Well, Derek is commanding an early lead with 40 points. 40 out of 60 in round 1. Always very impressive to see. Innis and Toot in second with 35. And Vision is into third with 28. We've got Lingo, Tadaru and Shapes on 25. BC, Jack, Jongy Chum, Kodo, Oni and Fired all on 20. AB Me, It's Sotley, Garrett, Topper on 15. Bad Space King, Dragon, Riff and Anonymous on 10. And Brand New Halo on 5. But all that can change as we go to round 2. Round 2 is the board game. You'll be presented with a question and 9 options. Anything from 4 to 7 of the options may be a correct answer. Submit as many options as you like within 60 seconds. Syntax is not particularly important here. You can choose to separate your answer letters with commas, spaces, full stops, or not at all if you prefer. And you may submit your answers either as a single message, as several letters, or individual letters, one at a time. For each correct answer submitted, I will give you 5 points. Generous soul that I am. Blueberries. And Blueberries is gone. Oh, I guess Blueberries was a bot. Well, thanks for joining us, bot. Don't come back. I'll give you 5 points for everyone you find. And but if you give me any incorrect answers at all, then you get nothing for the board. Even if you find all the right answers, just one wrong answer, and you'll get nothing for the board. Scores are banked after each board. With a total of 3 boards in round 2, there's a maximum score of 60 to 105 points available, depending how many correct answers there are. I'm not going to tell you exactly how many, because where's the fun in that? Then it's a bit risky, isn't it? So, good luck, y'all. Have fun. The board game. Let's have a look at your options for board number 1. Lithuania, Spain, Serbia, Ukraine, Switzerland, UK, Poland, Moldova, Sweden. Identify the countries that placed in the top 10 at the 2022 Eurovision Song Contest. So, just wait for... Oh, there's John. So everyone has got at least one answer in. Hopefully there's a couple of gimmies in there, even if you're not a Eurovision fan. Sounds like the fan is just getting back as well. Just going to close that door. A few more late answers coming in here. Looking down, how many of y'all bid? How many of y'all bid? A couple of sixes, 3 6s in here by the looks of it. Here come the ticks. And here come the answers. Oh, Dragon, the only player wiping out going for Switzerland. No, Switzerland finished in 17th. The wrong answers, Lithuania, who finished in 14th, and Poland, who finished in 12th. 100% of players gave us the UK. That's always good to see. UK finishing in second. 90% giving us Ukraine, who obviously won it. Spain finished in third. Sweden finished in fourth. And the slightly more obscure one, Serbia finished in fifth. And Moldova finished in seventh. Good spread of answers there. And well done to Shapes, Oni and Topper, who aced that board 100%. Very well played. Let's add those points to the bank. Derek, Innes and 2 and Shaves all tied at the top now with 55. Let's see if it stays that way as we go to board number 2. White, blue, yellow, green, orange, red, black, turquoise, purple. Identify the main colours of the Chaos Emeralds from the Sonic the Hedgehog video games. And believe it or not, this is 100% natter. I might have changed 1 or 2 of the answers, but the question substance is all natter. This is not a me question, not a Sonic question for a change. Not Royal providing the Sonic question for a change. So, how many are you going to go for? A couple of 7s in here. Remember, anything from 4 to 7 will be correct. There's 7, or have we got overbids? If we see an 8, that will be an overbid. 5, you're going to give us any answers? Here come the ticks, last 10 seconds or so. There we go. 5's going for 6. Let's see how we got on. Ooh, a little bit more divisive that time. 15 players banking out points from 2 for AB Me, Colo, Vision and Shapes, right the way up to 6 for Lingomaniac and Fired, but nobody finding all 7. There were 7 correct answers up there. Between you managed to find them all. Black and orange were the wrong answers, but yes, the Chaos Emeralds are white, blue, yellow, green, red, turquoise and purple. Very well played. Green the most popular. No, red the most popular answer there. 86.4% of you going for red. Only one who picked black, bad luck, BC. Had orange ready to go as a third answer. Yes, relief, getting some points. No one maxing out the board there, but well done to Fired and Lingomaniac, who managed to find 6 of them. Let's add the points to the bank. It's now Innocent 2 back at the top with 75. Derek into second with 70. And look at this. Lingo, Oni, Topper and Shapes all on 65 in third place. Let's see how you fare with the final board of the round. Take a look. Options are: You Only Live Twice, Diamonds Are Forever, For Your Eyes Only, Moonraker, A View to a Kill, The Spy Who Loved Me, Live and Let Die, Thunderball, The Man with the Golden Gun. Identify the James Bond movies that starred Roger Moore. What do we think? About anything from 4 to 7 are correct answers here. And there's at least one answer from everybody here. A few more pings coming in as people have a little think. We've got 1 as the lowest bid, right up to 6, I think, as the highest bid. 2 from Derek both go, and Oni as well going for 6. I do know Oni is a bit of a James Bond fan. Are we going to get any more? Here come the ticks, last few seconds. And there we have it. You Only Live Twice, Diamonds Are Forever, and Thunderball are the wrong answers. They all start Sean Connery. But the other answers: For Your Eyes Only, Moonraker, A View to a Kill, The Spy Who Loved Me, Live and Let Die, and The Man with the Golden Gun, joint most popular along with Moonraker, were the correct answers. We've got 4 people who found all 6. 2, Derek, Oni and Jogging Chum, very well played. Fired, just getting the 1, but that's a safe 5 points for you. Let's put those points in the bank and check out the scores at the end of round 2. My. We're in three figures before round 3 even starts. And it's pretty close. Toot with the lead of 105. Derek now in second with 100. Innes and Oni tied in third with 95. Sotley's got 85. Jogging Chum, Lingo, Shapes with 75. Kolo's got 70. Fired is on 65. Topper and Vision on 63. Bad Space King, Jack and Riff on 55. Odd Garrett's got 50. Brand New Halo 45. AB Me's got 40. BC and Tadara on 35. Anonyman on 30. And Dragon on 10. So, one more round. It could make all the difference. It is still wide open at this point. Technically, it could be anybody's game because round 3 is this or that. Technically, Dragon can still win. 120 points available in this round with 10 already. They could get the lead. Round 3 is called This or That. You will be presented with a question and 2 options. One is correct and one is incorrect. Submit A or B within 7 seconds. Answering a question correctly will give you increasingly more points. So the first one gives you 1, the next gives you 2, the next gives you 3, the next gives you 4, and so on. If you give me a question wrong at any time, it will reduce your score to 0 and it will reset your correct answer streak. If you abstain from a question, it banks the points currently in play, but also resets your correct answer streak. So a bit like the weakest link. If you get a question you're not too sure about or you just ran out of time, the points that you've accumulated will go into your bank and you start building up again from 1. With 15 questions in round 3, there's a maximum of 120 points available. We have seen it done a couple of times where people have got all 15 of them. But it's pretty tricky to do. But if you can do it, you get 120 points. Best of luck to you all. 7 seconds goes by very, very quickly, so keep your eye on the chat. Going to say defending my hobby win from last night is very unlikely at this point. Hey, stranger things have happened, BC. We started watching season 4. I fell asleep during the first episode, but we're going to go back to it at some point. Good luck to you all. Round 3, this or that, A or B. Question 1, options are. I said that in the wrong order, but never mind. Methanite. Kryptonite. Which is effective against Superman? It's kryptonite, not methanite. That's not a thing. Methanite is effective against 2. Good to hear. Most players on 1 point there. Let's go on. Question 2, this or that, A or B. Options are FIFA World Cup, Winter Olympics. Which tournament will Mexico co-host in 2026? It is the FIFA World Cup, co-hosted amongst some of the North American countries, the USA and Canada, sharing it with Mexico. Mrs. Flash is here. Hello.
Hello.
How was your bouncing?
Really good.
Good stuff. We're racing through the rest of this risky business pack, so we're going to move on to the next question. Few players putting a point of risk into the bank. Plenty of players on the maximum risk streak of 3. Yeah, it really does go fast. You've really got to watch the chat. On we go. Question 3, this or that, A or B. Options are worms, snakes. Team 17, the developers of which video game? Hey, another sea of green. Lovely stuff. There's your worms question, Topper. I think it was Topper who was asking for it earlier. Lovely stuff. Everyone getting it right. Yeah, there's the worms. There's the worms question. Why did it have to be these? 100% getting it right. Let's go on. Question number 4, this or that, A or B. Options are Greek, Egyptian. Anubis is a god in which mythology? Hey, baby. Another sea of green. 100% getting it right. It is Egyptian. Look at these streaks. Very, very interesting. Is it all going to stay this way? We'll have to see. Let's go on. Still a lot of people on the maximum risk streak of 10. Question number 5. This or that. A or B. Options are Netflix.
Chill.
Vital statistics. Who is the chief of the Gauls in the Asterix comics? Couple of abstentions on that one. It is Vital Statistics, not Netflix. Lingo putting 10 in the bank, Dragon putting 6 in the bank. We have still got 15 players on the maximum risk streak, currently 15. Very well played. Let's go on to question number 6. This or that, A or B. Options are Dreams, Little Lies. Which of these Fleetwood Mac songs was released first? Oh, there's a boing. Lingo wiping out. A few more wipeouts coming. A lot of abstentions here. Do not blame you. It was Dreams that came out in 1976 compared to Little Lies, which came out in 1987. A lot of risk going in the bank there. There's the breaker. The first breaker for a lot of people at question 6. Innes, Johnny Chum, Kolo, Topper, Vision, Bad Space King, AB Mean, Tadaru all putting 15 in the bank. Odd Garrett and Anonyman putting 6 in. We've still got 2, Oni, Shapes and Jack, all with the maximum risk streak of 21. Let's put put yes, dreams is on rumours. Very good. Let's put the risk into the bank and we'll go on to the next question. Question number 7. This or that, A or B, options are Hana Kavula, Vile Voddle 6, which is a character in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Ooh, more Wipeout than I thought there. Only Toot with the maximum risk streak at the moment of 28. Only and Jack putting 21 in the bank. Fied putting in 10. Dragon putting in 1. Innis Colo, Lingo, Vision, Shapes, Tadaru, Brand New Halo, Anonymous and BC all wiping out on that one. Yeah, it's Hummer Kavula. It was played by John Malkovich in the film. Vile Voddle 6 is actually the name of the planet. And it's spelled with a V-I in the book. But I put a 6 in there and it's caught a few of you out. Oh, there we go. Let's put the points in the bank. Toot, the only player with the maximum risk streak, 28. Oni with the actual bank lead at the moment. Toot has the higher potential score. And Derek is currently tied with Oni's bank with his potential score. Let's see how you fare with question number 8. This or that, A or B, options are warm front, cold front. Which weather front has a triangle symbol? It's a coin flip unless you know your meteorology. It's a cold front. The warm front is a semicircle, if memory serves from my proofing earlier on. Bad Space King banking 1. Quite a few wipeouts there. 2 continuing the risk streak. Now 36 after 8 questions right in a row. Let's put that point into the bank for Bad Space King. And we'll go on to question number 9. This or that, A or B, options are Hugh Laurie, Stephen Fry. Who portrayed Mycroft Holmes first? It was Stephen Fry in Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Who's the guy who did Lock, Stock? Guy Ritchie film with Robert Downey Jr. Hugh Laurie, for his sins, played Mycroft Holmes in the 2018 film Holmes and Watson, which Mark Kermode described as indescribably bad, which is a wonderful use of the word indescribably, because he then went on to describe how bad it was for the next 5 minutes. But yes, Holmes and Watson was indescribably bad. Toot and Derek are cashing their chips at this point, putting in 36 and 21 respectively. Anonymous putting in 1. Garrett and AB Me now have the risk lead of 6. No one on a maximum risk streak anymore, but 9 in a row is pretty good, or 8 in a row is pretty good going. Let's add those points to the bank. Toot now with the lead, 141. Derek in second, 122. Oni in third, 116. Let's go to question number 10. This or that, A or B, options are rice, corn. What is used to make the sake? I don't know why the extra the is there. What is used to make the sake? It's rice. It's a rice wine made from fermented rice. Yeah, I don't know what the extra definite article is doing there. Just the one, the sake, yeah. What are most players getting that one right? Rice is the answer. Let's put any points into the bank that need to go there. As we go to question number 11, this or that, A or B. It's an Italian sake. The sake. That wasn't an Italian accent. Apologies to any Italians watching. Question number 11, this or that, A or B. Options are Pepsi, Coca-Cola. Which company created a clear variant of their iconic drink? I don't know if you knew this. This was new to me. It's Pepsi. It was just the same recipe, but I think they didn't add caramel sugar or caramelized sugar or something, so it stayed clear. Yeah, I took out the alcoholic drink bit because I thought it was unnecessary ancillary information. You've got to remember, Natter, in this round, it's quickfire, 7 seconds to read the question and parse your options. So unneeded information came out, but obviously I just forgot the there. Pepsi was the right answer on that one. BC and Dragon putting 3 into the bank. Garrett and ABME still with the risk lead of 15. Let's put the points in the bank as we go to question number 12. Toot with a strong lead. Only a chance maybe to catch up. He's got quite a big risk streak already for this stage of the game. Let's see how we get on with question number 12. This or that, A or B, options are Catherine Howard, Anne Boleyn. Which of Henry VIII's beheaded wives had the longest marriage? It was Anne Boleyn. So his first one to Catherine of Aragon, that was really long. That was like 16 years. And then Anne Boleyn was 2 years, 11 months. And Catherine Howard was 1 year, 6 months. So I think they got gradually shorter as they went on. Apart from Catherine Parr, I think, who was the last one. She survived him. Obviously, that marriage didn't last very long, but I don't know how long it was before that. Either way, Garrett, ABME, and Oni to Diary, Bad Space King, and Vision all putting some risk into the bank there. Lingo Maniac now with a risk streak of 10. Let's put the points into the bank as we go to question number 13. Anti-penultimate question. Question number 13. This or that, A or B, options are Urban the 8th, Urban the 7th. Which of these popes had the shortest reign? Now, that's maybe really unfair to have Urban the 7th and Urban the 8th, but it's actually quite interesting. The answer was Urban the 7th, who was actually the pope who had the shortest ever reign at just 13 days. Conversely, Urban the 8th had the 10th longest ever at just shy of 21 years. So even though the answers look very similar, the facts behind them were way apart. So, yeah, there we go. Lingo putting 10 into the bank, Toot, Derek and Jack putting in 6, BC just putting in 1. So the maximum risk streak we have is now 1. Let's put the points in the bank with 2 questions to go and a maximum risk streak of 1. That is going to be GG to Toot, but there is a battle on for second place between Oni and Derek. Depending what happens on these next 2 questions, if Derek gets them both wrong and Oni gets them both right, Oni could steal the lead. Let's see what happens. Question number 14. This or that, A or B, options are C'est une ville. C'est dans l'espace. Où est la piscine? C'est une ville. C'est une ville. Où est la piscine means where is the swimming pool. C'est une ville means it's in the town. C'est dans l'espace means it's in... Oh, bollocks, I've clicked the wrong link. Shit it. Let's try this one. Means it's in...
So much space. Need to see it all.
Oh, that's still the wrong one. Oh, for God's sake, I've ruined my memory. I knew I should have had it queued up already. There's me 4-second one. C'est dans l'espace means it's in... There it is. Means it's in space. Bad Space King and Fired putting a single point into the bank. Johnny Sun, Vision and Nonaman all have 3. Only getting that one wrong, which means second place is going to be sorted there. There was a merde as well. French is my worst GCSE. I didn't even have a GCSE in French. I dropped it. I wish I'd kept it on. I ended up doing a GCSE in German. Can't speak either of them now. Anyway, for one more question then, take a look at this. Question number 15. This or that, A or B, options are Yahoo, Google. Which was founded first? It was Yahoo in 1994. Google wasn't founded until 1998. Well done! Some last minute points going out to that, and I will of course turn all of your points into pennies and they'll go on the penny database. But it does mean with a score of 148, our gold medalist tonight is now cut that out! Very well played too. Nice gold medal for you for risky business there. Derek picks up the silver with 131 and Oni taking the bronze with 127. Very well played everybody else. Lots of lovely pennies going out and a good fun game. Thank you very much to Natter for providing us with that question pack, and thank you Natter for your forbearance when I chopped it to shreds. David, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Just in time for the sort of sneak peek thing at the end. But yeah, it was a nice fun pack, high scoring pack, which means arguably I diluted the difficulty too much, but I think it was too hard before. So, but there's a lot of really good ideas. And just full disclaimer, for the for anyone curious, of the questions that I sort of edited, I tried to keep them in the same sort of genre. For a lot of them, actually, I kept the same answers and just changed the question around. So, so it's broadly Natter's work, and it was very much an edit from me rather than a collaboration, so to speak. If you want the original questions, if you want to share your original Q&As, Natter, in the Discord, you'd be very welcome to do that. And if anyone's not in the Discord, you can come and join it right there. So, stick around because I'll give you a sneak peek of the stuff coming up. It is very much a sneak peek because I've got some more changes. It was actually live until such a time as one of my testers gave me a load of feedback. And yeah, I need to do a little bit more with it. So, sneak peek coming up after these credits. Very well done to Toot. You've been playing Risky Business. I'll see you for a sneak peek in just a minute. Yeah, so we missed an opportunity to have that earlier on. The 69, which I stopped before I had a chance to actually claim it because I wanted to give Topper a bonus. But anyway, let's stop that bonus right there. Still on the risky business screen. That's just cam. No, it's just monitors. Let's go to just cam just for a moment. Oh no, we can't do that because I haven't got the webcam on. That data's been written to the drive. Let's just move that in there. Oh, we'll just sit in the void for a minute. The void. I'm turn the flush cam back on. Activate. There we go. Hello. So this is what I've been working on, and the reason that at the end of this season, after we've seen the packs that are already sort of earmarked for it, Only Connect is going to be being retired as a warm-up game. Now that's the sad news, but the good news is there's a reason for it, because it's sort of hello Ali Lolo, up to the stream. It's proven to be quite popular, actually. I think of the warm-up games, it certainly won the poll last time we did it. So I'm going to show you why it's being retired. Let's just refresh that. Is this still available? No, it's going to 404. I might have to show you on itch instead. So I can access this at the moment. You won't be able to because I've just made it private again, because following some feedback, I've got three testers. Hello, Silent Marine, welcome on in. I've got 3 testers who've had a look at this, possibly some others coming up as well. Actually, no, I probably can show you embedded on the website. I think I'm just on the wrong Chrome window. Let's go to... If I go to my fancy URL, it's just links to the home page. No, it's not going to go there. Okay, fine. We'll do it through Itch.io. I could just do it through Unity, to be honest. That would probably make more sense. Oh, for God's sake, where have you gone? Where have you gone, itch.io? I know you're open. Yeah, I'm there. Dashboard, that's what I was after. Right. This is currently in draft form, and it's going to show through the website. Let me go to... Hang on, go back to my itch.io page. We'll go back to just cam for a moment. No, we won't go to just monitor. Not just monitor, game with cam is what I want, because then I can be on as well. Let's get rid of that. Just cam. Reveal that cam now, I'm up here. Right. So. Cue fake surprise face. Yeah. So this is what I've been working on the last couple of weeks. It's a standalone version of Only Connect, and I'm sort of jumping onto the coattails of Wordle a little bit. I'm just going to go full screen there, just hide all my browser stuff. Now, how this is going to work, people will be able to make their own custom packs. At the moment, the major feedback that I've had, and it was actually Ash who gave me some really, really insightful stuff, is that this menu and the navigation of the pack creator is a bit of a mess. There is a bug in round 4 that I'm struggling to repro. Block caught it once and then couldn't repro it. Ash has caught it once. I caught it last night, but haven't been able to repro it, so it's a sort of inconsistent bug that I need to iron out before this goes public. But there's going to be the ability to make your own pack, and it's going to function the same as the the Twitch game. So 2 of the first round, 2 of the second round, 1 connecting wall, and then 3x3 missing vowels. But the big thing that's going to, I hope, keep people coming back is this daily pack. Now, I actually don't want to share this with you because this is a new pack that I have been working on my test pack until now. This is my daily pack. It's probably not going to be daily, but I'm going to try and do sort of 2 or 3 a week at least. And at the end of it, it gives you a nice, easily copyable thing to post onto Twitter and into Discord in the same way that Wordle is, in the hope that I go wildly viral until the BBC send me a cease and desist letter. That's the plan. But yeah, it's this is what I've been working on the last couple of weeks. So I want to show you the sort of functionality of it. But in order to do that, I'm probably going to have to go to my in-game build so I can run my test version. So give me a moment just to boot it up in Unity. You can pull it out for lots of love. Well, it's not my IP, so I doubt that'll happen. But let me just load up my Unity project so I've got more flexibility with this. And hopefully I can show you an old pack. I have got a test pack which was one of my older packs. Okay, let's turn that off and go to game with cam. There we go. So it's fixed resolution, which is why it's really small. I mean, I can zoom in, but it'll look a little bit grainy. But I might do that just to sort of show you here. Have I got a test pack? I'm sure I've got a test pack. Did I put it in the class? Give me a sec. Just to load this up. Encryption.db. Yeah, test question pack. Is that a public variable? Oh no, it's just a private string. Oh god. Okay. Let me copy that. Yeah, because there's both encryption and HTML encoding going on this. Which means that's the thing I spent a couple of days on, is the encryption, which means you can share raw strings of your own pack on, like, just, you know, shareit.net or whatever, or even in the Discord, but they're not, you won't be able to read it. It's all fully encrypted. The game will decrypt it, and if you want to go and decompile the game, you'll be able to write an algorithm that will decrypt it outside the game, but there's no point in doing that. The idea is to have fun. So a few things that are going to change on here, including the display name, because there's no need, as Ash pointed out to me, there's not really any need to have that, but I'll put Ben in for now. So hopefully this will work. Shit. Okay. That pack couldn't be decompiled. I know why that is. It's because it's got a different JSON structure. Fuck. That's very annoying. All right, well, what I can do at the very least is debug to round 3. So if I debug to round 3, okay, I'll show you the wall. The opening rounds are fairly standard. There's a regular mode and an expert mode. Regular mode is how it functions on Twitch, where you get a guess at every clue. Expert mode is like the show, where you get 1 guess for the whole puzzle. There's no difference in the scoring, but it does just say at the end in your share thing whether you did it on expert mode or regular mode. So the standard game is fairly standard. Only connects stuff. Let me debug round 3 for you. That's louder than normal because it plays the audio file twice. So here is what the wall looks like. I need to put loading there. Just at free. So you probably saw this a few weeks ago on stream. So we've done this one before. So you've got the actual wall functionality where you can click them and it does reorder them after the fact, which is really cool. And I'm getting really weird debugs from what I was doing before. So if anyone wants to have a go who maybe didn't do it from before, want to guess some at me, that would be just grand. No worries if not, I'll just solve one in a minute and let you have a think. HLOP, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. No, that's not right. Yeah, forwards. Lionsgate, Columbia, Paramount, Universal. Let's try that. Lionsgate, Columbia, Paramount, Universal. Yes, that's right. That's one group. Deadbolt, Yale, Mortis, Keypad. Deadbolt, Yale, Mortis, Keypad. That's another one. 3 lives now. I'm going to get one wrong on purpose, just to show you. We've got all the sound effects. Easton, Bassey, Cornell, and Smith. Easton, Bassey, Cornell, Smith. DMC, welcome to the stream. Congratulations, you've solved the wall. So let's take a look at the connections. Again, this interface is stuff I need to change on this and sort of alternate. So what's that one? Columbia, Universal, Lionsgate, Paramount. Somebody like to tell me what that is? Pictures. Yeah, that probably wouldn't pass here. Film studios. Ignore the letters underneath. That was from testing. Next connection. Mortis, Deadbolt, Yale, and Keypad. Locks is the right answer. Yes, they're all types of lock. Again, that was just from testing, so just ignore that there. Moving on to the next. Cornell, Easton, and so on. What are they? No, Nightbot, it does not grab you on merch. Bond artists. Yes, James Bond theme singers, Chris Cornell, Casino Royale, Sheena Easton for Yours Only, Sam Smith for Spectre, and Shirley Bassey for Goldfinger, amongst others. And the final one, Princeton, Brown, Dartmouth, Harvard. Ivy League specifically is what we wanted there. Yes, Ivy League universities, Ivy League schools. So that is the connecting wall. And then we go on to the next puzzle, which the final round is the missing vowels round. And again, probably seen these before. Yes, it was one from a few weeks ago. So it hasn't done the bug this time, but it's simply a matter of type. And as with the online version, spelling needs to be exact here. Yeah, but you got 15 seconds for each, so slightly up against the clock. So this is around where the bug is weird, and it's happened to Ash and to Alex. Yeah, I need to find out exactly what's going on and why it isn't happening every time. It's a bit weird. I hate these sorts of bugs, but it is quite a critical bug that needs to be ironed out. So to the Bridget groom. Nice. So to the bride and groom. So we'll just race through these real quick till death us do part. And then the next one is Love is Patient. I'll let you have a little think about these in the 15 seconds if you've got some latency going on, and I'll get ready to type it. Wedding guests. Batman. If that's a nice easy one from those people. It's the best man. Oh, get one wrong so you know what happens. Good point. You lose a point, but it just makes the sound. So it's a little bit unclear maybe, and I'll let one time out as well so you can see what happens there. But it's broadly the same as ever it was. That is Master of Ceremonies. Very good, Bad Space King. Spaces are stripped from the submitted answers, Silent Marine. So, and then this is a bit I want to show you at the end. So yeah, spaces, and this is the same in the Twitch version, spaces are stripped out of the answer that is accepted and out of the answers that are submitted. In fact, all characters that are not A through Z are stripped from the answers. In fact, there was a bug in this at one point where it just stripped all the vowels from everything, so you could literally type what was on the screen and that would be a right answer. It doesn't do that anymore, thankfully. So here's the thing that is the real, hopefully going to be the thing that's going to help it sort of spread. And I had a lot of hassle with this. Originally, this was just going to be a button that copied it to the clipboard, but for security reasons, you can't copy and paste into or out of WebGL Unity builds. There is a workaround that someone's done, but it can't be automated. It can only make it so that you can Control-C on this box. So if I go Control-C on that box and then go over to my Twitch window, go Control-V, you get that. Obviously, it would have new line characters, as you can see, hopefully see in that box as well, and that will post up to Twitter or into Discord with an itemization of your scores, a link to the website. Yes, I have bought playonlyconnect.com. Because I'm with Wixo, I cannot make it connect directly to the embedded game on my website. It only goes to the home page, where I've now put a button for Only Connect, so it's going to be 2 clicks. But yeah, that was a frightful waste of £36. I need to migrate the domain over to GoDaddy or Reg123 or something, and then I should be able to directly link the naked URL over to the actual page on the website. But there's a 60-day lock period, so for the first 60 days that link is just going to connect to the front page of Persephone's Chair website. But if you wanted to get it directly, persephoneschair.com/onlyconnect. It is not live at the moment. I have put it back into draft form because there are some more changes I want to make. I need to find that bug in round 4 that didn't display tonight, rather pleasingly. I need to make a few more changes to the menu and the layout and the pack creator in particular. But by and large, I mean, it's all hooked into Heroku. So when I provide a pack, I literally write a pack, click a button, it uploads it to my Heroku, and then it just pulls it directly into the game. So the daily pack you will never see the code of, or the code for. But you can create custom packs for it. There is a pack guide which is on the website if you want to go and have a read of that. It's quite long, but it does sort of go into all details on it. So that is something that'll be coming at some point in the next few days. I've got a little bit of time tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon to do some more work on that, to change some layouts and stuff. So it might make an appearance, and there is a new pack of brand, and that's why my one for tonight was a little bit lackluster, because it was sort of halfway between a real pack and a test pack for this. The pack that I have now got uploaded on the daily pack, which if I click play daily pack, it would play. I'm not going to do because, well, I want you to play it yourself. So that's what I've been working on. There's going to be some more changes to it, to layout and stuff. But yeah, hopefully that's a bit of fun. And it does mean Only Connect is going to be retiring from the stream, but hopefully this will be enough of a fix to keep you ticking over. Welcome your thoughts on what you've seen so far, and hopefully I'll make this available to play at some point in the near future. So yeah, that's my new build of Only Connect, and you may even see some things that have already been fed back to me on that, but there it is. Hope you enjoyed. So, that is actually going to be it from me for tonight. So, thank you all very much for joining me. Who can we raid? Raid message is going to be Ooh-woo-woo. I think Huds was online. Yeah, we'll give Huds a raid. Huds are doing a lot of streams at the moment for Bristol Pride. Joint stream with me and Huds actually Sunday week. We're doing Sonic-themed quizzes on my channel from Sunday at 5 or 6, and then we're going over to his channel and we're having a rematch of our race. It was Sonic 1 and 2 last year. This year it's the original Sonic trilogy, which I'm very much looking forward to. So that's Sunday week over on Huds' channel. We'll go and raid him in a moment. Other things that are going on, hopefully Bash is back tomorrow. I know he was a bit under the weather yesterday, but he's hopefully going to be back with us tomorrow. He's got Redacted and Turnabout lined up. I don't know if 15-1 is going to make an appearance there, possibly as well, but do go give him a follow either way. Topper as well is going to be here on this Sunday. I know Topper hasn't got a stream the following Sunday, so there's no conflict of interest there if you want to come and watch some Sonic stuff on mine and Huds' channel on Sunday week. Topper isn't going to be streaming. It's the Moneybags premiere. Moneybags premiere on Topper's channel this coming Sunday, so do go give him a follow. And as for me, I don't need to do a so because you're already on my channel. This coming Saturday, it's Number Wang. Might be some face-off depending on schedules which haven't been decided yet. The Hive is coming up as well. That's a pack by me that I really need to write at some point. We had Big Break down, but Big Break is sort of exhausted in the question bank. I think that is taking early retirement, Big Break. So that might just be an early stream. It could just be Number Wang Face Off and the Hive, which I say early stream, it might still end up being 10 o'clock. Maybe, depending on how everyone is feeling, I might do some pool streams afterwards down in the pool room. So if you fancied that afterwards, possibly me and Mrs. Flush, that could be fun. But that's Saturday. Tuesday is going to be Wordle and... No, it's not. It's going to be... actually, it might be Wordle, to be honest. My mind's gone blank, which might turn it into Wordle. We then got Crit Text from Jogging Chum, maybe some Face Off, and Danger Zone from Samps, so that's on Tuesday. And as for Thursday, if you're just here on the Thursday stream, it's Wordle and Data Leak by Quizzle, so lots of things to look forward to there. As ever, thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a good evening. It's always great having you here on a Thursday night. Hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek of Only Connect, which is going to be coming to a web browser near you very soon. And thanks again to Natter for that pack of Risky Business. Lovely to see you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I think we're going to go play some pool and I'm going to drink some more wine. We are going to go and raid my dude HUD601, and the raid message is going to be OOWW. And feedback as ever, if you've got any based on what you've seen there, do head over to the Discord and pop your thoughts in there. Thank you all so much for joining me. Until next time, be absolutely splendid and marvellous to each other. Take care. Peace out and good night. I'm still on this camera. I'm still on this camera. Let me turn that camera off. I need to turn that camera off. I need to remember to turn things off when I change channel or when I change page.
I'm going to switch to the right flipper, I think.